Okay, so welcome to part 2 of this final update, which is going to be all the albums, and I'm going to maybe go a bit quicker as well because we've got a lot to get through and a lot of albums to go through. So yeah, just go over quick. Show the vinyl of this one, CD of this one earlier, and here's the vinyl of it. Elvis, Where No One Stands Alone. Found this in my Sockets shop as well. So the Socket shop. So I just thought I'd get it on vinyl. I've been sitting there for a while, and I never really bothered to pick it up. I just thought, well, might as well pick it up since I got it on CD. So yeah, here's the sleeve with a nice picture of the Graceland gates there, on the other side. And that's from the comeback special, and it's just on the RCA label. Nothing really, not coloured vinyl or anything like that. Just standard black, but still good to have. Next one though is really interesting though. This is, I never thought I'd find this one, but it's an original stereo of the Everly Brothers to Yanks in England. I have the 1989 Edsel reissue, but it's nice to have an original stereo pressing from '66. It's practically in lovely condition. It's like really quite nice, shiny and glossy. The back, looks really white. There's not really anything with it. There's stereo. So yeah, good album as well. There's the inner sleeve, and we're on the Warner Brothers label like the original, which this is. And there we are, gold Warner Brothers label. And there's not a mark on it. It's in really nice, bit dusty, needs a bit of a clean, but it's in really nice condition. So yeah, I was very pleased to find that one. Just again, like the Elvis record I just showed, I've been sitting for a while, and just thought I might as well just get it, because it's been sitting for all that time, and I just thought, yeah, let's get it. So I did. Here we go. And that's that one. Really get good find, that one. Oh, and I'm just going to try and get my nice wee pile. This one I found in the market, 40 Rock and Roll Classics. One of those rock and roll compilation albums. It's a bit of drawn on the cover, unfortunately, but still not bad. There's all the tracks there. Some interesting ones here. There's like Chuck Berry, the Everly Brothers, Jerry Lee Lewis, Eddie Cochran, Buddy Holly, some of the original versions that were popularised by other artists. So yeah, that's quite interesting. So yeah, there's all the songs there, and it's on the Teledisc label, 1980 compilation. Now I get into my American and Canadian purchases, and I got quite a bit on them. This is like the pile here. So as I said, I was in Canada from part of September, and I was in Seattle as well for a couple of days during that period to visit family, but also do a bit of exploring as well. So yeah, here's the first batch of vinyls I bought from one of the first early days we were there. The Rolling Stones, Got Live If You Want It. This is a stereo copy. It's still really nice to find this one. This is a live album of recordings from the Rolling Stones' 1966 UK tour, and I think there's some other performances as well from other points, but still a nice one to own there. Really nice cover there. I think this only ever came out in America. It was only ever released officially in the UK as an EP of Got Live If You Want It, but I think it was issued as an export album of Have You Seen Your Mother Live. So yeah, good to really find this one, and it's a stereo copy, as I say, but I'll take stereo or mono, and it's on the London label. So yeah, I believe this might be an original, but I could be wrong. It's got a name on the back though, Kathy. So Kathy had this record before me. You'll often get, with some albums, you'll get a wee name on the back or front of an album, or maybe on the label. But that's. I suppose it's a nice little piece of history of the person who owned the record before you. But still, yeah, really good to find. Really pleased to have that. And these next two are Beatles records that never came out in Britain. The Beatles 6 and the Hey Jude album. Now this was of course a compilation that Capitol threw together as like a proper album, because Capitol Records often put together Beatles albums from the UK albums, which are the American albums are kind of. They're kind of for those who grew up with them at the time in America, they're kind of a piece of history. But for the UK, they're kind of, I don't know, but they're kind of nice to have in the Beatles collection, I suppose. And nice cover with this one. This is a later copy on the Purple Capitol label, so it's still nice to find this one. And of course, they've just announced that the Beatles American albums from '64 coming out in mono, and I'll probably get the early Beatles one because I don't have that one, but I do have a German import of Beatles '65 and like later releases of the other ones. But yeah, that's a nice one. And here's Hey Jude, which is known as the Beatles again. It originally came out in Apple in 1970, but this is a late '70s Capitol pressing on the purple label. Still nice to find this one. There's the tracks down at the bottom. So yeah, nice to find that one. And I got these two from a record shop in Victoria where I got the CDs, or most of them anyway. Del Shannon, the Dublin Sessions. Never thought I'd find this one, but yeah, nice to find this one on vinyl. I've had it on CD in like the Del Shannon Stranger in Town Compendium box set, but still I'm really pleased to find this one on vinyl. These, as I say, are like unreleased Dublin 77 sessions that they were going to release and then never got around to releasing, and there's all the tracks in the back. Band and whatnot. And it's on Rock Beat, and this came out in 2017, as I say. So yeah, really pleased to own that. So yeah, nice to find that. So yeah, really pleased to get this one, the Dublin Sessions on vinyl as well. Still on the lookout for loads of Del Shannon albums though. Still a few from the studio albums I need, but we'll hopefully find them. An upgrade copy of Elvis as recorded at Madison Square Garden. The UK pressing I have skips on the introduction or 2001 Space Odyssey, but still nice to find this nice copy here. It's got named in there under Elvis's thigh, Vicky Sampson, but hey ho. But yeah, nice copy of this, which is I think a later pressing because it's got this inner sleeve and it's on this kind of, I don't know what you would call this label, kind of gold or tan RCA label. Maybe I'll call it a gold kind of gold label or little brown label. Kind of not sure what just how to describe it, but it's on this label. Yeah, but still nice to find this one as a upgrade to my other copy. Yeah, it's still nice. I've also got another one called Shirley Leon. Oh, I don't know, a bit faint, but you can see it there. But anyways, really pleased to own this album again in better condition than my other one. So yeah, and it's actually the spine of this one stayed intact, which is quite nice that's happened. And there's a bit of string wear, kind of scuff around the top, but it is expected when you got a black album cover or a kind of white album cover, you'll expect that with a lot. But anyways, now a Seattle find. These came from like a market in Seattle. So yeah, there's a few solo Beatles here, but there's one Elvis related. Well, one Elvis record, rather, sorry. I'll just show the solo Beatles first. This is the Plastic Ono Band live piece in Toronto 1969. Quite difficult to get hold of these, I must admit, over here in the UK. But I managed to get a US copy, which is nice, you know. This is, of course, the Plastic Ono Band set from like the 1969 Toronto concert, which John Lennon, Yoko Ono, Eric Clapton, Klaus Vormann, who was a friend of theirs from the Hamburg days, and Alan White as well. So yeah, it's mostly all rock and roll covers and the Beatles did, and a few of John's solo songs like Cold Turkey and Give Peace a Chance, and Yeah Blues from the Beatles' White Album, which is very interesting. And it's on the Apple label, as you'd expect. So yeah, nice to find this one, 1969. This kind of nice design of an inner sleeve, I think. So there's that one. There's that one. And this next one is Ringo Starr's Sentimental Journey. UK's pressings of this are very difficult to get hold of, so nice to have an American pressing of it. And I've actually been to visit that pub where that picture, the front cover, was taken in Liverpool. back there. People like Paul McCartney worked on this, Maurice Gibb, produced by George Martin, who was the Beatles producer, arranged by, and George Martin does arrange a track as well, as does Paul McCartney and Maurice Gibb, and of course the late Quincy Jones, who later produced Michael Jackson. Rest in peace, Quincy. Yeah, really nice to find this one as well. Again, Apple label. So yeah, my Ringo collection, I'm still working on at the moment. I know he's got a new one coming out, which I've pre-ordered on CD, but a lot of his stuff tends to be quite pricey and a bit difficult to get hold of. I think that's because he's not really been the most successful out of the four in terms of a solo career. Bit difficult to get this one back in, unfortunately. But, oh no, we're getting there, There we go, got it in. So it's just, I think Ringo covering songs from his parents' kind of era, but yeah, nice to find this one as well. And this is probably going to get slated by a lot of Beatles fans, but Press to Play. I never had a copy of Press to Play. This is the first time I ever saw this this album, at least a copy of it. Came out in 1986. Of course, this gets hated and slated by a lot of the Beatles community, but I haven't heard it, so I can't comment on it yet. But I'm sure it's not as bad as what people are making it out to be. There's people who love it, there's people who hate it, and it's a very kind of Marmite album, I would say. Yeah, this is on the Capitol label. So there's Press to Play, 1986. I quite like these sort of nice wee sort of sleeves that these records come in. And this is a really cool one. Here's Elvis. Am I showing it the right? Yeah, I'm showing it the right way. Here's Elvis, but this is the double LP compilation that was a television order album. You could get it through television back in America. And I've had this as a limited edition gold vinyl pressing, but this is an original copy, and it's a black vinyl. I believe it's an original copy anyway. I don't know if it is because the inner sleeves show up to Moody Blue, the album as the most recent album, and it goes through his whole catalogue from the first album through to the most recent one is shown as Moody Blue. So I think it might be a 77 inner sleeve, but it's on this kind of nice turquoise RCA label. So it's nice to have a nice black vinyl copy to play and keep my nice gold one in good condition, which I've shown quite a few times on the channel before. So yeah, really pleased to get this one. Nice cover as well. I think that's from the Aloha show. But yeah, great compilation. Really nice put together. And here's a grail I managed to find on eBay. And I showed this in my Essential Elvis video, but it's this. Essential Elvis Volume 3. Hits like never before. Outtakes from 58, the King Creole sessions, and kind of other 58 sessions as well. But yeah, really pleased to find this one finally. I had it on the CD and I've always hoped I would get it in vinyl, and I finally did for a decent price on eBay. The thing is though, I bought it when I was on holiday, but I'd said to the seller, or my mum had actually said to the seller, you know, we're on holiday, could you delay it, post it for another week? But and he did that, and it was there for me when I came home. So yeah, got nice little price stickers here for our price, which is interesting, in the Elvis from the 90s sticker. And there's like a gatefold sleeve with all the timeline of everything that was happening in the period. And there's the record there, a nice reproduction or homage of the RCA 60s label. So yeah, really pleased to finally have this one. Now I've got all the Essential Elvis albums on vinyl. And there was at one point in eBay I saw a copy of Elvis's Gold Records Volume 5. I was going to get it, but by the time I thought about getting it, it was gone. But oh, I'm still looking out for that one. Now all the stuff I've bought since coming back from Canada. I've got quite a lot to show. Here's the Rolling Stones Now. This is one of their American albums. This is a stereo copy, not a mono, but I'll take stereo anyway. But I've got the CD of this in the Rolling Stones in mono box, but it's nice to have the vinyl of this one. And I know I have the second album, the UK version on Decca in mono, but still nice to own this one as well. Tracks at the bottom there. I think it's a similar line notes of the second album from Andrew Loog Oldham. Probably is. And it's on the London label. And a really nice polyline sleeve. So the American albums of the Stones are kind of not that easy to come by as often, but you know, if I ever see one, either original or not, I'll just probably get them anyway, given that, you know, that they are what they are for their timing. Another really nice copy. I also have the American December's Children and Everybody's album, and I also have the American compilation More Hot Rocks from like 72. So yeah, nice to find this one as well. Here's one, Bruce Springsteen, One Night Stand. This is a live release. This is from a year ago. It says 2023, but some say 2020 came out this year, 2024. And it's the 1995 Tower Theatre Philadelphia concert from the Ghost of Tom Joad tour, which is broadcast, I think, on like radio stations. So yeah, really nice, good set list as well as some songs here. Some from the Tom Joad album and others from like other parts of his career as well. But the nice thing about it is it's on a nice kind of gold marble vinyl. So yeah, I was very pleased to get this one. I just thought I would get it anyway because, you know, I've never seen it before and just thought I'd get it. Plastic in front of this one is a bit split, but okay. What can you do? And there we go, there's that one. And this is quite a big thick one. This is Elvis on Television. This is from the Memphis Recording Service, and these are all Elvis's television appearances from 1956 and the Dorsey Brothers show through to the Milton Berle show, and then Steve Allen show and Ed Sullivan shows and the Frank Sinatra show from 1960. So yeah, I'll let you look at the back of the track so you can see what's on them. So yeah, really nice to own these as well. See a nice picture in the front there. Gatefold, looks like this, and you get a big booklet kind of stuck in the middle. Explains all the pictures from explains all the television shows and what songs were played on each show, which all of them are featured here. And you can even check them out on YouTube as well. And they have appeared in like various documentaries about Elvis, but still nice to own this. Of course, the infamous Steve Allen appearance where he sang Hound Dog in front of a basset hound and had to dress up as some kind of butler because of all the controversy that he was getting. That's him singing to the dog. And there's the Ed Sullivan Show ones. The Sinatra special as well. That's that one. So it's a nice booklet with some nice photos. And I'm not sure if all the labels are the same, but I'll just show you one. But it's a triple vinyl, so that's the reason for it being thick, and also with the booklet being inside as well. Yeah, the other labels are the... oh no, it's a double. I thought it was a triple. Just the booklet makes it really seem really, really thick in terms of kind of, you know... oh, so it's triple for some reason. I don't know what made me think of. But anyway, there it is. That's a really nice one. Elvis on Television, 1956 to 60 on the Memphis Recording Service. I can't remember when I bought this one. It might have been my last final update, but I can't remember. But I think it might be before I went to Canada. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's been input in this past summer. I've kind of forgotten what I've bought and when. But I know I've bought it sometime in the last few months. Liam Gallagher, Come On You Know album from 2022. Actually, I think I might have bought this from before I went to Canada. So, yeah, nice to find this one as well. Gatefold sleeve. I like that cover, of course. Liam at the crowd where it looks like a concert, which is really nice. And all the other crowds, and the gatefold. It's on the Warner label as well. So I need to kind of get into the Gallagher solo careers. So that one should have really been at the start of the video, but I just kind of didn't realise it until just now that when I bought it. But still, really good to find that one. And this one I bought another time in the sock shop when I was back from Canada. Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds Council Skies album. This is the recent one from last year, 2023. I know I've got his self-titled debut on vinyl and CD as well. Careful with the lyrics. But yeah, I don't really know too much about their solo career, but I do have quite a bit of them on vinyl and CD. But there's the inner sleeve. And it's on the Sour Mash label with a custom smiley face. It's quite nice that they included that. And it has a bonus 7" as well, with We're Gonna Get There in the End and Pretty Boy acoustic on the B-side. Quite nice that they included this one, I must say. So nice to find this one. Noel Gallagher, High Flying Birds, Council Skies. And quite a nice cover as well, I must say. Found this one in my record shop on a different visit. The Who, Quadrophenia. This is an original pressing from 1973. Never thought I'd own one of these. And he gave it to me for quite a reasonable price, because these usually go for like 40. But the reason being that he gave it to me for half the standard price is, it has a book inside, which is nice. But the records were needing a clean when I got them, but I did that. I gave them a nice clean, and yeah, they're looking not bad. That's the track record label. Other LPs the same, so I won't show that. Ooh, just went on my nose there. Compilation of Elvis, Long Live the King. Elvis Presley compilation of his greatest hits from the In Tempo. Just the generic kit, it's not really too much. This came out in 2016. Yeah, just a nice cover. Just found it at the shop one day and just got it. Just a nice customized label. Standard black vinyl, so there's not really a lot to say about this one, but still nice nice to add to the ever-growing Elvis collection. But actually, there's actually an unusual song of Baby Let's Play House on here, which is quite nice. Also, Good Rockin' Tonight. So there's like Sun tracks as well as the kind of generic ones you'd normally expect. 16 of them. And this one I found in my record shop on another visit. The Beatles' Let It Be. But this is an original US pressing. Now I have the 2012 stereo remaster, but it's nice to find it in an original American pressing, because the original American copies were gatefolds. We didn't get this in like the the UK. We had Let It Be originally in a box set, which are like really pricey, the box set. But yeah, nice to find this one, and it's on a Red Apple label, which is really cool. You don't normally often see that. I'm not too sure why Let It Be came out on this Apple label in America. I'm not sure why that was, because usually the Apple label would be green, but in this occasion Let It Be was red. Now I know there is a lot of bootleg copies of this. I'm not too sure whether I have a legit one or whether I have a bootleg, but I'll need to do a bit of research on this. But I know if the cover's like washed out, then it's a bootleg, but this one doesn't look washed out, so it must be a legit. But still nice to include this one. To get this one. Now I'm looking for an original UK version of Let It Be. Obviously not with the box, because that goes for huge amounts, but to get a nice original UK pressing would be fine. But you know, I've got the 2012 stereo pressing, so yeah, still really pleased to find this one as well, the American Let It Be. And these two I found another time. Best Foot Forward, the best of Adio Speedwagon. Now I have this, but mine's a Holland pressing. This is an original UK pressing on the Epic label, which is really nice to have. This compilation only came out in Europe in the UK back in 1985. Kind of mix of various songs, including a couple of unusual ones from the High Infidelity album and Wherever You're Going It's Alright. And this is a special record for me, because this was the first album I ever bought by Adio Speedwagon. The first record I ever got by them was this album. So, bit of a special one though. But still nice to have the original UK version as well as both my Holland copy. I'll still keep my Holland one for like for kind of sentimental things, but still pleased to get this one. And an original copy of It Happened at the World's Fair from Elvis. I have the 1980 Green Label version, but this is an original mono on the RCA Victor label. See, and it's also in quite nice condition as well, the vinyl is. So yeah, I would like to get the original 60s pressings of some of Elvis's albums, but they can be quite tricky to get hold of. But if I ever find them for a reasonable price, then yes, I definitely will try and get them. In quite nice condition, the record. Yes. I'll probably still keep my original Green Label versions, you know, just because they're stereo and the original LPs were mono. So I'd like to get them in the mono, because that's probably the way to get them, is the monos. Yeah, quite a good film, this one actually. Not a bad soundtrack, a bit short, but still not a bad soundtrack. It's pretty good, I must say. And the film itself's pretty good too. So yeah, there's that one. Oh, some of my LPs are starting to go on the floor a bit. I need to... There we go. Next batch, more Elvis stuff to go through. I think these are, almost all these are Elvis, but there are a lot of other varieties. Upgrade copy of Elvis Love Songs. My one's a bit tatty and the record's a bit scratched, but this one's in lovely condition, quite nice condition, and it even comes with an extra record of Rock and Roll Greats Volume 1, but the original record, the correct record, is in here, so yeah. Nice copy to find, really pleased to have this one, because my copy, as I say, it's a bit tatty and it's a bit kind of scratched and a bit kind of, you know, loud crackle, but this is a really nice copy to find. K-Tel compilation. And these next few Elvis ones are kind of compilations as well, but I just found them. Two of these are very interesting though. Pictures of Elvis. This is a 1980 kind of compilation of movie songs. But there's some interesting and unusual ones on here. But this is on the Green Label. It's got a nice cover too as well, I must say. Return to Sender. But this has a poster inside as well, which is really nice. Various mix of tracks is here on the Camden label, but has the original poster, which from what the guy who runs the record shop tells me, is quite difficult to get hold of with the poster inside. So yeah. These two next are probably the most interesting. This is Elvis. This is the soundtrack to the 1981 film that they made about Elvis, and yeah, really pleased to finally have this one, because a lot of rare stuff was unreleased at the time. There's a lot of television appearances that we hadn't had yet, some interviews and press conferences and that and whatnot. So yeah, really pleased that they included that they included these as well. Has the original insert as well with all the recording information and pictures of the film from the film as well. And it's on the customized blue RCA Elvis label. So I'm really pleased to find this one. I've been looking for this one for quite a long time, but I managed to find it. This next one I was also looking for quite a long time. The Ultimate Performance by Elvis. This is a K-Tel compilation of various live performances thrown together, but got a nice cover, I must admit. But it's on K-Tel, which, you know, it's quite nice. So yeah, pleased to find this one. Another Elvis compilation as well. Are You Lonesome Tonight? Again, various songs from the, I think it might be Camden or Pickwick. No, it's Camden. The Camden label. So yeah, good to find that one. Well, we're nearly there. If you've got through this video, then well done, because I do warble on. Oh dear, this tracks get stuck together, but keep on. Billy Connolly, compilation of various songs. These two records were kind of been stuck together because I had to kind of fix these two with glue, so unfortunately this one's got a little bit of damage, but hey ho, it's all, what can you do? If I find a better copy of this cover, then I'll definitely get it again. But anyways, nice to find this one. Got a nice picture in the front though. It's on the Spot label, and got these in a pile of other records from the same day, from a visit. Remember Buddy Holly. I think this has like alternate performances that were never before available. And it's on this Imp Coral label, 1971 in stereo. So yeah, nice to include this. Nice to find this one. Which is very cool. This is done. Their performance is released on LP for the first time. So yeah, quite an interesting one there. I managed to find this one as well. This one I've been looking for quite a long while. Elvis, That's the Way It Is, the 1970 film soundtrack studio album, kind of half live, half studio album, but still really nice to find this one. This has a really nice shiny UK cover with a very glossy finish. The record though is from the US. Very strange kind of combination of those two. I think they might have done this when the sales kind of ran out in the UK pressing, so they probably got mixed match, or somebody might mix matched, whatever. But rather unusual. I don't know if this came with the original album, but mine has this poster with it. So I don't know what this poster's all about, but it's a picture from the comeback special. Whoever was a fan just probably threw it in. I'm not sure if this might have come. Maybe they're included in another Elvis album. I might be right or I might be wrong, but I think I'm not sure about this one. But it's nice to have this poster in it with it. But yeah, really pleased to find this one. Elvis, That's the Way It Is. I've had it in CD for a while, but now I've finally got it in vinyl. And here's another unusual one. Elvis, A Portrait in Music, a compilation of various songs. It's a German import. There's the songs there and all the albums there in the back. I don't think it's got all the albums, but it's got a good percent of them anyway. At least the ones that were probably available at the time in Germany. But it opens up like this, and there's the other records inside as well. And it comes with this little fold-out insert, which is a picture from the Kissin' Cousins cover. And I'm not sure if this came with it originally, but mine's been included here. It's like a little cutting, I think, with a picture of Elvis. But there's the record there, standard RCA Victor. Still really, really good to find this one. So yeah, nice to find this one. Quite another rare one as well, I think. Doesn't get back in. I'll just have to leave it like that. But anyway, really good to find that one. Nearly there. Johnny Cash, Easy Rider, the Mercury recordings. Have this on CD, but nice to find this one on vinyl as well from a few years ago. This has all the Mercury songs from 1985, from the Class of 55 album, up to the Wonder with U2 in 1993, but also the Mystery of Life album in 91. Have almost all the Mercury albums apart from the Mystery of Life, but we'll hopefully find them as well. But there's the inner sleeve. It explains all the details when every track was recorded and what album it came from. Same for this one. Double vinyl. It's on this customized label. So yeah, pleased to find that one. It came from a collection of kind of new records, newer modern records. So did this one, in fact. Paul Simon, Stranger to Stranger. I've had this on CD, but find it good to get this one on vinyl. 2016 album. Don't know too much about this album, but should hopefully be good. Your sleeve. Nice customized label as well. So on one side you get this, which is like Paul Simon's eye, and then the other side that. Actually, it's a bit of a clean, but I should hopefully be able to fix that, no problem. So yeah, nice to find that one. Got this one online. Gary U.S. Bonds, Greatest Hits. The Greatest Hits of the 60s. Can't go wrong with this one, you know. Again, some with the CD, nice to have this one. I think I pretty much have all that I would need on Gary U.S. Bonds. I have the Greatest Hits, this, Dedication, On the Line, and Standing in the Line of Fire. And I think I'm covered with Gary U.S. Bonds now, so this does me really, really good. On the Ensign label. Yeah, Ensign. See, I really do quite like Gary Osborne's with the 60s kind of rock and roll music. Influenced Bruce Springsteen, that's how I kind of knew about him. So yeah, really, really good to have this one. And I've got quite a bit of greatest hits albums to show, which I've all found in my Saltcoats record shop. The Hollies, 20 Golden Greats. I really enjoyed this record. Really, really good record. The Hollies were kind of a band similar to around about the same time as the Beatles, the Who, the Kinks, the Stones. But they were kind of from Manchester, but they're a really good Manchester band, I must say. Really quite enjoyed this record. And it's on the EMI label, 1978. So yeah, I played this one and I really, really enjoyed it, I must say. But I think this covers me and the Hollies pretty good. Well, this record, so it'll do me good. Haven't played these next to yet, but the Ricky Nelson singles album. Ricky Nelson were about the same time as the 50s, early 60s rock and roll, which I quite like that music of. It's still nice to own this. And on the United Artists label. And even has the poster inside, but I think the poster is the same as the front cover. Yes, it is. So somebody could put that up on their wall if they felt like it, but the person who owned it before me kept it with theirs. That's what I would do, man. I would keep all my inserts and posters with the albums. I would never put them up on the wall. But still, nice to find this one. Get this one. Should listen to it. Should hopefully be good. Now, I haven't used singles, but a couple of singles by this band, but they're from the same time as the Beatles. The Jerry and the Pacemakers, the hit singles albums. This is like all their kind of hit singles. Things like How Do You Do It, I Like It, You'll Never Walk Alone, Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying, Ferry Across the Mersey, I'll Be There. So yeah, pretty much all their hits are on here. And I think this covers me and Jerry and the Pacemakers pretty good. This is all I really need on them. So yeah, do quite like them. Jerry and the Pacemakers, a good band. A lot of these are kind of pop rock acts from the 50s and 60s. This one I found the same day. Tommy, the movie soundtrack. A lot of these came from the Saltcoats record shop, but just on different visits over the last sort of few weeks. Double album soundtrack to the film, which starred The Who, Elton John, Eric Clapton, Jack Nicholson, Tina Turner, Anne Margaret, Oliver Reed. I've got the DVD, but I've not yet seen the film, but I've kind of heard kind of mixed things about it. But there's the inner sleeve with all the lyrics, and I think the other one's also like that as well. Polydor, which is with the Who's label, the Who's new label. So yeah, I hopefully get the Quadrophenia soundtrack as well on vinyl. I think I've seen it a few times, but I've just never really bothered to pick it up yet. And for some strange reason, my copy's got an extra copy of record 2 without a sleeve. But hey ho. These next 3 or 4 came on another visit. The Walker Brothers story, of course, Walker Brothers from the 60s. I've heard quite a few people talk about this them and Scott Walker. So yeah, haven't heard this one yet either, but should hopefully be pretty good. But so yeah, nice to find this one. The Walker Brothers story, of course, know them with things like Make It Easy on Yourself, The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine on It Anymore. This is a stereo record on the Philips label. And we're nearly there. I'm just kind of going through these very quick because we've got a lot to show, which is why I'm kind of going through this quite quick, and so that no one's really sitting around and kind of twiddling their thumbs. So yeah, really nice to find that one. And also, of course, that same day, I got this, The Best of Scott Walker. Now this is a 1983 compilation of his solo music. Really good. I actually quite enjoyed this one. And I also watched the 30th Century Man documentary about him, which was pretty good. This album, pretty good album, I must say. Quite enjoyed it. I think I would just need Scott Walker's hits, vinyl and CD. Have been thinking of getting quite a few greatest hits CDs of his. This is on the Philips label. Might get his first 4 albums, Scott 1, 2, 3 and 4. Because they're said to be amongst his best albums. And then have this. But also might try and get a greatest hits CD as well of Scott's. But yeah, did quite enjoy this one. Really good album, I must admit. Haven't heard this one either yet, but this is the very best of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Quite like some of their songs, so I got this. Sherry, Big Girls Don't Cry, Walk Like a Man, December 63. There's even a version of the Beatles, We Can Work It Out as well, which is very interesting. So this hopefully will be a good record. And again, this covers me and the Four Seasons. This is kind of all I really need on them. So yeah, I think I'm covered now. So yeah, good find that. Nearly there. Oh, my records are falling about now. The camera's kind of... everything's kind of all over the place a bit. Just leave it there. These next I bought the same day. Cliff Richard, 40 Golden Greats. This covers me and Cliff Richard pretty good. His greatest hits, which is kind of all I really need. And this was kind of a big selling album at the time. This goes up to his like early years. Goes up from like the Shadows, the Drifter years, and then into the current stuff at that point. So Devil Woman at that point. On the EMI label. Yeah, I do quite like a bit of Cliff, but not really an artist for me I would want every album of, or all his albums. Just the greatest hits would do me good, which including this, and the other one from the later years, because there's some of the stuff I do like from the later years. Private Collection, 1979 to 88. Again, big album. This is one I've seen quite a lot, and same with the other one. I've seen these two quite a lot in different times. So yeah, really nice to pick this up. This one's on the EMI label again. And the last two are Elvis ones, but one I got from online and the other from the record shop. Elvis Presley Live, Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis, July 5th, 1976. This one, I saw 100% Mark, who does the 100% Pure Elvis channel, show this. And I really was quite interested, so I bought a copy on Amazon as well. Double LP on white vinyl of Elvis's concert on July 5th, 1976, which was the last time he played Memphis. Because I know he was due to return in at the end of August 77, just before his death, which of course never happened. But this is actually quite a good show, I must say. It's since come out as a FTD release. I think it came out at the same time as this as an FTD release, but it's been on bootlegs albums over the years. But still, really nice to find this one. And the final one's a real rarity. Elvis Sings Flaming Star and Summer Kisses compilation. It's not really a compilation, it's actually a kind of reissue of Loving You with 4 different tracks on it. Of the UK version of Loving You, which had 8 tracks instead of 12. But this has the 4 extra songs. This one needs a bit of gluing, which I will do, but it's on the RCA Victor label in mono on the Red Spot label. So yeah, really nice to find this one. I've never seen this before anywhere. So yeah, pleased to get this one and pick it up for the Elvis collection, the ever-growing Elvis collection. Right, and that does it for this video. And if you've got through this whole video, then well done. I do appreciate you doing that, because I have went on quite a long while about all these music records, and I've shown quite a lot, which is going to take a long while to kind of put all that away now. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and there should be another one before Christmas, but I don't know yet, because Christmas is coming up, as we all know. But I'll still make a lot of content before then. Hope you all enjoyed the video anyway. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you again for the next video.